here in Lake Elsinore, California. We're getting ready for our heads up competition, Sunday eliminations here for the SoCal Sand Drags Larry Minor Memorial West Coast Shootout. Top alcohol first up to bat. We're gonna do things a little different here. We're going straight into round number 2 due to some broken cars. So we're having Bobby Cottrell in the Flower Power. Gonna be facing off against, spoiler alert, Rick Ensing behind the wheel. Jeep versus Dragster. Quickest Jeep on the planet. Best of a 2:47. Rick Ensing's personal best at 2:48. Just set a couple weeks ago, Dome Valley Raceway. He's had some issues with some clutch creep, but the data shows that he should be in the 40s again. Once again, heading round number 2 here. So we get set for National Anthem. Here we go, folks. They get them lit here. Top alcohol. Going straight into the semifinals here. Lake Elsinore Raceway, Lake Elsinore, California. 300-foot sand drag. The world's fastest Jeep. Up against Rick Ensing out of Michigan, making the long haul. Got the kiddos on the line. Ready for some top alcohol racing. 253 for Rick Ensing, 136 miles an hour, 259.9 for Bobby Cottrell, his quickest pass of the event, but not enough for Rick Ensing, going deep into the 40s with a 246.3 in the spoiler alert.
0.08 on the reaction time for Bobby. He's acting like he's up there at Bakersfield.
Bobby had him on the tree, but did not have enough horsepower at the top end to get around Rick.
246 and a 259. On the first pass here today, that's the second round.
There we go. Out of Michigan. What do you think about that, Dad? 46.3. That is his career best.
And it's hot out too.
It's very hot out right now.
If it was cold, oh.
So we'll see what he can do.
136 miles an hour.
136 mile an hour. That's pretty stout.
Yep.
All right, well,
It's tough to beat.
we'll
man.
see who he's going to be facing off against here. We've got Jim Hammond, the April's Dream Machine. Hammond, your number 2 qualifier, just getting inked out by Rick Ensing. Had a few cars, again, broke going into Sunday eliminations here. Jim Hammond, the April's Dream Machine, always a stout racer here. SoCal Sandrags. He's been facing off against the newcomer, Krista Sudan, behind the wheel of the Chris Minor Racing Top Alcohol Dragster. Been battling issues with that car, but they finally got a good lick at it. Shut off really early and still ran a 273 at only like a half track, maybe 3/4 blurb. We'll go over here and talk to one of our newest photographers, Dustin, joining us here. Dustin, what do you think? First pass of Top Alcohol Sandrags.
That was insane. I knew it was going to be fast, but yeah, they were just gone.
Sensory overload for sure.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So great words there. Dustin obviously shoots a lot of different motorsports. All right, here, our next pair of Top Alcohol. The 2 dragsters, Jim Hammond and the April's Dream Machine, Krista Sudam and the Chris Minor Racing entry. Here we go for the Larry Minor Memorial West Coast Shootout. Top Alcohol, second pair. Jim Hammond going to get the win there with a 252.1, 129 miles an hour. Krista going on the pedal job, runs a 268.1, trying to make something out of it. Could not get enough mustard to get around Hammond at the top end, though. That's going to set up your top alcohol final. Rick Ensing out of Michigan. Going to be facing off against the Lake Havasu native of Jim Hammond. Spoiler alert versus April's Dream for the top alcohol final, which will be coming up later on this afternoon for you folks. So make sure you are subscribed and have the notifications enabled on our YouTube page. If you guys are watching this after we've linked it down to the Facebook page, make sure you guys are following on YouTube as well so you can get that instant live notification. So I'm gonna bring the tractors out here and clean up the surface and get ready for top Eliminator. 295 index. Passing out some goodies for the fans here from April's Dream. And they cannot hang their heads in shame. That was a great pass by Krista. We'll have to talk to Mr. Hammond about that. Apparently selling his dragster the end of this season. So we'll see where that's going. Got a decent crowd out here for Sunday. A little spicy in the temp here at Lake Elsinore, California. Tractors going down there. They're going to get down in the shutdown. Come back for this pass here in the near lane. And we will go over here and talk to some racers in the lanes. Want a big shout out to Racing in the Dirt. Check them out, racingdirt.com. If you are trying to go fast in the sand, dirt, or mud, Racing in the Dirt is where you want to be. Hub kits, rear wheels, tires, whether you're going cuts or paddles. They've got four-wheel drive chain kits for all you guys out there, especially the mud and dirt drag worlds where four-wheel drive is a must. They've got you handled. They will do complete chassis builds, full cars. Talking to Jim Bailey, one of their newest recipients, full Racing in the Dirt build. One of the Michigan racers out there. Okay, good news. Top Eliminator is going to be run as scheduled. 7-car field. Mr. Paul Taylor coming out of retirement. Last Dome Valley race, East versus West, he shows up and just runs a 298 off the trailer, no big deal. He's going to be facing off against Cincinnati, Ohio's Cody Trice in the G-Force 2.0. 762 cubic inch BS racing engine, big block with all the nitrous. We still spraying 1,000 this. We're doing a little bit less for top Eliminator. Half track. Okay. Okay, so we're just going and getting a good hit in here, seeing what this thing, because he's double entered in Pro Mod Unlimited front engine short wheelbase car. I haven't said hi to Heather all weekend.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good.
We gonna get you back out on a bike here? We gonna get you back out on a bike here?
Oh, no.
No?
I'm done.
Done with all that stuff. She's just helping out hubby here, trying to keep him cool. That's a full-time job out here at Lake Elsinore Raceway. The out-of-control dragster. Paul had this car for sale for a while and nobody was biting, so he said, you know what, we're just going to go out and race it, and after we win a couple more races, the price tag will get, you know, a little bit more expensive for the next person that decides they want to jump in there. Proven winner here for sure. They're going to get the cue to fire them up. We're going to go over and get you guys back on the tripod so we take some photos. Got some pro cars already getting into the staging lane. We got Mike Bolt, we got Bill Lefevre, we got the Abses, we got Wayne Gunter, Randy Sharp, Mark Van, Victor Woolham, Rob Plum, all jumping in to our pro car classes. See Joey Weaver out here, gonna get Paul all staged up. He will be back in Pro 2 with his Jeep. Once again, it is that flamey orange red pearl. That is the official color of his Jeep. Yes, it is. We're live on YouTube right now with World Sand Drag News. So say hi, guys. Hi. Live on World Sand Drag News YouTube. Going into top eliminator round number 1. They're going to get 295 up on the board. Both cars going to try to hit that 295 without going under. That will be a breakout for the index. And unless we get both cars going too quick, you go too fast, that is a loss.
All right, double checking both lanes, making sure the track's clear. We got a green track. And the engine will come to life. Paul Taylor in the right. 295 index.
Lone big block Chevy versus another huge cubic inch big block with nitrous. Love the top limit class for all the variety in vehicle types and engine configurations. Paul Taylor here in the near lane. Tally metal side of the racetrack, the out of control dragster. Looks like he's actually got the bye run here. $296.1 for Paul. Mile an hour, a little off there. 296 with a 1 for Paul Taylor, courtesy of that number 1 qualifier he earned. Coming out here. So awesome job for the Out of Control Racing team. Taylor Family Racing.
You just got to roll down the windows and wave at the fans. You know they got the air conditioning on high. They're waving at you guys. I can see it.
There they go. Want to thank Silverback Offroad Speedway for their sponsorship of this coverage. Located in Mears, Michigan, it's a premier sand drag facility as well as UTV short course offerings and hill climbs. So check them out, Silverback Offroad Speedway, on all of their socials or on their website, silverbackspeedway.com. They'll be kicking off their season here in just about a month.
Cody tries surprise into left lane 295. Here's the magic number.
Next pair out for top eliminator. Looks like they might have this set up as a left lane single for Cody Trice. So I believe Paul, the beneficiary of a bye run. Cody, I believe, was scheduled to run against Paul Graham, who unfortunately, due to a work commitment, unable to make first round.
All right, Cody Trice in the left lane. G-Force. I believe they came out of Indiana for this race. But that's not the farthest, since the Napa team's coming out of Georgia. This is a runner. G-Force, left lane.
Going down there with a nice little test pass. Like they said for Pro Mod, 3:15 the time for them. 3:15.1. So that's going to give, it looked like a good launch there. They'll bring on the nitrous progression a little bit more for Pro Mod Unlimited. Going to save that motor for the next round. They're going to circle back here after they run Top Eliminator as well as the A-Fuel Final, which is going to be Art Cronin versus Greg Johnson. We missed a cool little grudge match between Greg and Chris Minor Racing with Bobby Cottrell in the Flower Power Jeep. 264 to a 263 for Greg, but Greg was sleeping at the tree. Bobby got him around there for that little grudge match. I believe it was a $500 exchange for that matchup. Get our next pair of Top Eliminator ready to go out onto the track as soon as we clear the top end of Cody. All right, here we go. 295 back up on the board. Matt Lefevre in the Wooyah twin turbocharged LSX powered buggy. He's heading out to the far side of the racetrack. Near side, New Mexico's Vicky Hall from the Hall Racing team. The Farmer's Daughter, blown small block Chevy powered dragster here in the near lane, tally metal side of the racetrack. Good vibration side over the far side of your screen. Matt Lefevre, the Wooyah buggy. Turbo versus blower here in round number 1 of Top Eliminator. Going to go to Vicky Hall in the near lane. 3:016, 3:37 for Matt Lefevre. So still kind of working the bugs out in that twin turbo machine. They were having fuel issues where they couldn't put down enough fuel through the motor. It was going to lean condition. The computer was shutting the car off. Obviously not getting that thing quite back up to the boost level that he wants to be at to run that 295 class. 3:016 for Vicky Hall. Pay no attention to the mile an hour there. Looks like the clocks are a little off there. We're going to clean the track up again and get ready here for the next pair of Top Eliminator cars. We can get this thing set down. There we go. I'm going to go grab a water. We'll see the next pair of Top Eliminator coming out shortly.
All right, next pair lined up, ready to go.
They're running right now.
They'll put Greg Johnson in the dress on the right, Art Cronin in the left. Right lane sponsored by Tally Metal Supply. Good Vibrations Motorsports sponsored in the left lane. Sandro Manufacturing, bring it up. ATE.
All right, here we go. Our A Fuel final coming up at you guys.
We lost a $500 match race last night.
Art Cronin, the meltdown dragster far side of the racetrack. 30% nitromethane in the tank. Turbocharged Potter machine. Green dragster facing off against Greg Johnson, the In Excess Racing San Real Manufacturing Company dragster. Maru Tavares Enterprises, number one qualifier. Art having some issues with some oil leaks yesterday and some family time stuff with the kiddos. Those darn soccer tournaments, right? And Greg is going to take the win with a 267 with a 1. 123 miles an hour. Looks like Art had a little bit of issues there. Only runs a 356 with a 7, 73 mile an hour. 123.63 mile an hour for Greg. The Mario Tavares Enterprises assisted machine there. So he's going to take the win in A fuel. We'll go ahead and clean up the track here once more. We're going to get into our Pro Mod Unlimited class.
How many rounds of Eliminator is there?
It's 7, so we're going to go down to 4. We got 2 left.
So like 3:30 then?
Yeah.
So not 1:30? That's what the website, the online Facebook said, but there's only 7 cars, so.
I mean, whenever the next round is scheduled, I think we're maybe a little bit behind now, but next round it'll be the semifinals.
Okay.
It's live right now, so if you guys go on there and see our live section, you can see yourself on there. No, today's the last day, but you guys can check out all the videos from yesterday and Friday. We got our live feeds up on there on the YouTube channel, and then we're gonna be posting stuff to our Facebook as well. Okay, all on World Sand Drag News. It's live right now. It'll post up afterwards. Yeah. Cool.
You're all over it.
Alexander, you're going down there to pick up Art. All right, let's go over here and take a look. Pro Mod Unlimited. Several cars also broke for Pro Mod Unlimited. So this is going to be our semifinals.
Which to me, that would be why you want to have one car.
You guys can hit up Blue Bayou Racing. They got t-shirts. Is it you and Bobby?
Bye.
You got to buy. Okay. Oh, yes. So number 1 qualifier here in the Blue Bayou Altered. Gonna get a buy run here. Round number 1 of Pro Mod Unlimited. Bobby Cottrell doing double duty. Go over here and talk with him. What's the ladder here for it? We've got Bobby. Nick's got a buy. And then is it Bobby and I don't even know who.
I want to say something.
That is okay, yeah, so it's Bobby and Cody, and then we got 2 bros. So okay, so there's semifinals here, 3 left. So Bobby, 259, best pass of the weekend in the Jeep.
Yeah, we're
Top
chipping away
alcohol.
at it, man. Bob DeBoer's, blew it up and built, so we put it back together, and it's kind of a different animal now. We changed some stuff like the wheel bar and stuff like that. Just changed the characteristics of the car. It's really drivable now. So.
That's good. That's good. I definitely noticed that the new bar on there a little bit longer than the one you guys had on there before. So you've been liking how it's planting on that?
Oh yeah, it's way drivable now. I didn't know what it was going to do from pass to pass before, but it seems like it likes us, so we're just kind of chipping away at the
Yeah.
You know, so far so good. You know?
There you go. Hey, well, we get another 59 pass just like that. You got Cody Trice here in the first round, making the long haul from Ohio. You gonna put him on the trailer early?
We plan on messing up his ideas.
All right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have this Hemi supercharged machine going up against the big cubic inch nitrous motor. Take a look at the new wheelie bar they fabbed up for this thing. A little bit longer than the old one. Like the little shield that they kind of makeshift bent on there to keep a parachute from getting tangling up with it, keeping the dirt off of it. Let's get over here and talk with Matt Lefevre. So Matt, going out there first round of Top Eliminator. I know you were talking to us yesterday. You're having issues with getting the fuel in the motor. Did we get that figured out all on that pass, or are we kind of just maxed out with what you have for fuel pump?
We're learning fuel pump. I haven't pulled the data yet because I'm going to help Dad in Pro 1 here, but it seems as though we are gaining mile an hour and not changing our ET. I ran a bunch of 330s, starting with an 88 mile an hour pass, and then a 91, and then a 98, and then a 102 or 103 on that last pass, still 334s. So we're learning some things, we're figuring some things out. We still have a long ways to go.
All right.
But I haven't pulled the data to see if we need to up the fuel pump.
Gotcha.
We got plenty of pressure. I don't know if we have enough pump.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So obviously, and then you're having the issue with the electronics in the car. We're shutting it off because it wasn't getting enough fuel. It was creating a lean condition with
Correct.
too much boost.
Correct.
So you guys turned down the boost to kind of equal out with how much fuel volume you could actually push through the motor.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, we went from 45 pounds of boost on Friday to, I think we had 33 pounds of boost today on the wastegate. Yesterday we were doing 30 pounds and just trying to creep up into it to get it to the end of the track and save parts and not put holes in pistons.
Yes.
Like I said, I still got to pull the data, but I think we still have more to go.
There you go. Yeah, definitely keep chipping away at it. That LX twin turbo is pretty cool.
We'll learn a little more in Avalon.
There you go.
Next race.
All right, cool. Next part of the point series here between Avenal and SoCal Sand Drags. They're going to get Nick fired up here. Did I hear that Jim actually has the car sold?
What?
I was told that Jim has the car sold. Okay, all right. Here we go, Pro Mod Unlimited. Semifinals, once again, a little bit of attrition in the class. Schultzman pulling up in the left lane.
I believe out of Vegas. The beautiful
Plan B
Blue
Motorsports
Bayou
back in this ride.
Pro Mod.
And he goes and just lets off about half track there. 286 with an 8. 92 miles an hour for Nick Schultzman in the Blue Bayou machine. Super strong pass there for him. He's having some issues of running in high gear only. Accidentally clicking it in there.
On the reaction time, it didn't matter, but 286 from the outside. That matters. 92.03. That's right out of the rule.
around horn going up. Get a little bit of water on the track and get a fresh groom here for the next pair. I want to give a big shout out to one of our other coverage sponsors, Silverback Offroad Rentals. So if you guys are planning on making a trip up to the Silver Lake Sand Dunes in Mears, Michigan, hit up Silverback Offroad Rentals, located just outside the entrance to the dunes. They've got premium ATVs, side-by-sides, and Jeeps that you can rent and enjoy the Silver Lake Sand Dunes. Whether you're looking to do that for just a few hours or a full day excursion, they have you handled. Drop off your daily right there, pick up the rental, and drive it into the sand dunes. Check them out, Silverback Off-Road Rentals, Facebook, online. Sand dune's going to be opening here a little bit later in April, running through October. They're adding some much needed moisture to the track here. A little bit of a breeze plus just the hot conditions. Sunbelt Rentals taking care of the water track and lighting needs here. Should be a good matchup here. Bobby Cottrell in the Flower Power Pro Mod Unlimited Jeep holds the Double A Pro Modified record with World Sanjay News, 247.
Race over there to the left, the P4, it's number 5 racing. Bobby Cottrell to the right, the number 3. CMR Machine.
Went out there and busted up a few little spots on the track. We had some big clogs. Kind of roll off the back of those tractors every now and then.
Eliminator Memorial, West Coast Shootout at Elsinore Raceway. Grandstands filling up, the race sponsors area over there is packed as usual.
Last pair up here for our first round of eliminations for our heads-up categories here at Lake Elsinore Raceway. For the SoCal Sand Drags Larry Minor Memorial West Coast Shootout. Coverage brought to you guys by Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Offroad Speedway, and Silverback Offroad Rentals. Kyle Farwood over there far lane, picking a spot out for Cody Trice to making the trip from Cincinnati. Kyle scheduled to race in this class, but unfortunately unable to go out and finish the event. They broke his spread bore small block 4-wheel drive machine, lifter and cam, and unfortunately those big spread bore small blocks are a little hard to get parts. Here we go. Bobby Cottrell, the Flower Power near side racetrack. Goes quiet. And it looks like Cody might have hurt something on the machine as well. 89.2 for Cody. Bobby was looking to go out there and make a killer run.
Let's take a look at the CMRG. The Flower Power machine.
Bobby, what broke? Drivetrain okay? No go power. That is definitely a problem. We'll have to go down there and see, get a little ride down to check on Cody Trice. Man, he was having some smoke there, so I don't know. He might be hurt for the final. He's got to run against Nick Schultzman. Looks like they got it stopped okay. Didn't look like it was on fire, but definitely was throwing something out of the exhaust there on that big cubic inch nitrous entry. Excuse me, Charlie.
Anyway.
I'm gonna just back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been here with them, but last couple of years,
I'm gonna try to do the balancing act here with the stream. So we go check down on Cody. Tough break for Chris Minor Racing, for Bobby Cottrell. That looked a little spicy. How we doing, Cody? Not good. Not good at all. Sound like they may not have a motor left for the G-Force 2.0 after that pass. You know that they wanted to go out here, lower that A altered record, as well as try to take the Pro Mod Unlimited win back to Cincinnati. We'll have to catch up with the Trice crew a little bit later on. See if, hopefully the damage is not as bad as Cody's thinking it is right now. Get over here, talk with Kyle Farwick.
Get it out of my face.
Kyle, we don't like to see smoke out of nitrous motors. So. Well,
Still a good trip for us all. Now it's Wayne's time to shine once again.
Wayne holding it down here for the out-of-towners for sure. Showing all these boys some Napa know-how. Yeah. These guys over here breaking stuff. So, obviously not a great trip for the Cincinnati crew. Looking like it might be two broken machines. Hopefully they can survey the damage there with Cody's motor and see if the issue's not quite as bad as that they may be thinking. But as you see, we've got the lanes full here for our Pro Car Racing Pro 1, 2, and 3 set up here. We're going to get test and tune going here in just a moment. Here for the Larry Minor Memorial West Coast Shootout. So we'll be back live with more racing action. We'll get second round of heads-up categories and try to get some bracket racing for you guys here on the live feed as well. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are subscribed to World Sand Drag News here on the YouTube channel. Enable those notifications so when we go live, you get the bell rung. We'll be back with more action. Want to thank, once again, Racing in the Dirt, Silverback Offroad Speedway, and Silverback Offroad Rentals. See more racing action here from Lake Elsinore Raceway.